pretty consistent. On Friday last week, if you'll remember, we made it to 63 degrees. We are into the mid 80s this week. We've made it to 85 so far today in Salt Lake City. Yesterday was 86. An average high this time of year is 76. So we're above average right now by about 10 degrees. Now we head into this upcoming weekend and we're going to be cooling down again. So whatever part of this roller coaster you enjoy, if you like the heat, you'll like this work week. If you like cooler temperatures with some wet conditions, you'll like this weekend. Temps right now up towards Heber, 81 degrees right now. So warm there. 79 degrees up in the Ogden Valley for Eden. Ogden 82 right now, 82 in Tooele. Provo currently 83 degrees and 68 degrees for Alta. Colors are starting to change along the Wasatch back. We're not quite to peak colors for the Cottonwoods yet, but once you get over towards the Heber Valley, Wasatch Mountain State Park, colors are looking really good there. It's actually looking a lot better through Wasatch Mountain State Park than it is for the top of Guardsman Pass right now. So we've got warm days, dry conditions for those fall drives over the next couple of days. And then we're cooling down this weekend. We'll have some somewhat calm conditions again tomorrow, but a little bit of a breeze is possible at times. Right now our wind is about 5 to 15 miles per hour across the state under mostly clear sky. Temperatures here in Salt Lake City over the next few hours close to 80 to 85 through 7 o'clock. We'll talk more about our next cool down and chance for storms coming up. It's coming in today from Chris Williams. Thank you for sharing these pictures. Chris has been on quite the tour of the different fall drives here the last few days. He had shared some pictures of Wasatch Mountain State Park, of Sundance, and so the colors are just really starting to turn in some locations right now. And then down into Fairview, I also wanted to share this picture. This is a web camera, so it's not quite as beautiful as far as the, being able to capture a photo, but you can still see those colors changing on this camera view. And then looking down towards St. George, we've got the Red Rock off in the distance. Temperature right now about 90 degrees with wind out of the west, 5 miles per hour. Here in Salt Lake City, not a cloud in the sky on this camera view. 85 degrees with some wind gusting about 20 miles per hour right now. Wasatch Front commute tonight, tomorrow morning looking really nice. No problems. You'll certainly need some sunglasses if you're going to be heading out on a fall drive this afternoon, and then mostly clear sky here across the state. So we look at the next couple of days. We're going to have more of the same for tomorrow. Through the rest of tonight, though, comfortable conditions, 70s and 80s for your Tuesday evening. You wake up on Wednesday morning. It'll be a mild start, pretty much a repeat of today, warm with a little bit of a breeze. Sunshine for tomorrow and moderate air quality. Overnight temps here across Utah, 10 o'clock tonight, 60 to 70 for the Wasatch Front. Into tomorrow morning, we're going to have our temperatures dropping to about 50 to 60, just like we saw this morning. So rinse and repeat for Wednesday morning. And then for tomorrow across the state, mid 80s again in Salt Lake City, Park City mid 70s, Moab low 90s. Same thing for St. George. We'll also have a breeze again tomorrow, about 10 to 20 miles per hour for much of the state. Through Futurecast, we've got some storms off to our north, taking you through Wednesday morning, through Wednesday afternoon, and even into Thursday. We're going to keep you mostly sunny here across the state. This is Thursday 8 a.m. through Thursday afternoon. A few clouds develop near the Idaho border and up into Wyoming, but we're going to see our better chance for some showers returning this upcoming weekend for northern Utah. For St. George, mostly sunny, 91 for Wednesday, Thursday. You're close to 90 degrees through Friday, and then you're cooling quite a bit this weekend. By Sunday, you're about 65 to 70 heading into next week. So you're going to see a really big cool down second half of the weekend for St. George. And for Salt Lake City, we will also see a cool down heading into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But we're still in that 20-degree range that we were just talking about, where you're mid 60s to mid 80s, really feeling good for those daytime highs. Although mornings are going to be feeling quite a bit cooler heading into Sunday night, Monday morning, and Monday night, Tuesday morning. But for tomorrow in Salt Lake, more of the same. We'll break down our storm chances coming up in the Super 7-day forecast for Salt Lake City, for Ogden, for Provo, and for St. George, as we're going to see that chance for some showers and thunderstorms here across the state. And then we'll also go ahead and we'll look at the 2-week temperature trend, let you know what we're expecting as we wrap up this month and we head into October. 7-day forecast, but there may be some days that you like better than others. 85 here in Salt Lake right now. Our wind is gusting 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow's going to be another warm and breezy day, very similar to today. 82 in Tooele right now, 82 for Harriman, 79 for Heber, 78 up in Eden, and for Ogden right now, 82 degrees. So we look across the board at our temperatures through this work week. It'll be warm. It'll be really nice for almost all of you for almost the entire week. And then we get to this weekend, and that's when we're going to see some changes. We're going to cool down and see some better chances for storms. So right now across Utah, many of us in the 80s, 81 for Logan right now. We've got a ridge of high pressure just bringing us some comfortable conditions, some storms off to our north the next couple of days. With your hour-by-hour forecast here in Salt Lake at 10 o'clock tonight, about 65 to 70 as you get ready for bed. And then tomorrow morning, we're about 50 to 60 for much of Utah. Waking up on Wednesday morning. Tomorrow, mostly clear sky. Another day into the 80s here in Utah. So we're going to keep some storms off to our north the next couple of days. Then on Saturday, some changes start to arrive from our west. We're going to see increasing clouds and increasing chances for some showers and thunderstorms this weekend. We'll keep some storm chances around here in the Intermountain West through Sunday and Monday, and then we'll start to see that clearing out Tuesday into Wednesday next week as we look at our upper moisture forecast. So what does that mean for you? How does that break down as far as seeing our storm chances for Ogden? You can noting we are still about 4 or 5 days away from these storm chances. So as we get closer to the event, we'll have more confidence in how this plays out. More moderate air in the forecast. Temperatures in St. George around 90 degrees for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Quite a bit cooler on Sunday. St. George 65 degrees with those chances for showers and thunderstorms. And for the Wasatch Front, we have mid 80s tomorrow, 76 degrees on Thursday, Friday 78. And then this weekend, we're going to be cooling down. So mid to low 60s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then I do want to show you after our 7-day forecast as we are getting into the first weeks of October. So October 4th through 10th for our temperature outlook for week 2. Below average temperatures in the forecast here out west. So we could return to those cooler, more fall-like conditions, certainly, with above average precipitation anticipated for the 4th through 10th of October. So we could see some more cool, wet weather getting into October.
Michael, what Talon? Yeah, Michael was saying Talon too.
His first Talon chase.
Yes.
I haven't had one of those.
Now that young police officer was very smiley. He didn't have that police officer face, you know.
Well, maybe one wouldn't when chasing a chicken.
When chasing a chicken?
Yeah.
He could be the star of a children's book, I would think. When I Chased a Chicken.
I love that.
And then it would be all about the nice police officer. Yeah.
Officer Swindle, there you go. We got an idea for you.
Mm-hmm. Swindle. What a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, thanks for joining us.
Stick around, Fox 13.
Today, yesterday, and also tomorrow, an average high this time of year 76. So we haven't spent a lot of time at a near normal temperature. We were well below average last Thursday, Friday. We're above average this week. Today we've also made it to 86 degrees here in Salt Lake City. And as we look at our temperatures here across the board, we've got temps right now mid to upper 80s up and down here along the Wasatch Front. 83 in Provo, 83 for Farmington and Ogden right now, 81 in Tooele, and for Salt Lake, that 86 that we're currently sitting at. Temperatures along the Wasatch back and into central and eastern Utah, a little bit cooler. 79 in Price, 81 for the Uinta Basin, 74 up into Evanston. St. George 89 right now. Wind is pretty calm to about 5 to 10 miles per hour for the Wasatch Front under mostly clear sky. And over the next couple of hours, we'll keep you comfortable here in Salt Lake in the 80s and 70s through about 10 o'clock tonight, into the 60s for tomorrow morning. The timing of our next cool down coming up. Pickleball court would be a great idea, but this is Trapper's Loop. Chris Williams has been basically just showing off all these fantastic colors across northern Utah, so up towards Weber and Morgan counties, beautiful colors there, into Fairview. Also seeing some fantastic colors on our camera. And for St. George, temperatures close to 90 right now with wind out of the west at 8 miles per hour. Here in Salt Lake City, we've got mid 80s. feels like 83 degrees. Our wind has calmed down a little bit. We had some wind gusts an hour ago, about 20 miles per hour, but we look at the Wasatch Front commute for tonight, 84 degrees. For tomorrow morning, about 60 degrees. So you could even get out early tomorrow morning, go for a walk, play some pickleball, go for a fall drive. Fantastic conditions. And then we're going to have much cooler temperatures Sunday and into next week. So let's talk about that, because we've got sunshine and warm temperatures again on tap for tomorrow. For the rest of tonight, even temperatures into the 70s at 8 o'clock. By 9 p.m. 73 degrees, and then we'll have another rinse and repeat day for tomorrow, warm with a little bit of a breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour with moderate air quality. So overnight conditions, 10 o'clock tonight, 60 to 70 for the Wasatch Front. Into tomorrow morning, we're tracking temps 50 to 60 for much of Utah. So we're going to be cool, not too bad tomorrow morning, mild for some areas, cooler in our higher elevations, but we'll rise into the mid 80s again tomorrow in Salt Lake, 74 for Park City, Moab 91, St. George also 91 tomorrow. It'll pick up, especially in Idaho and Wyoming for Wednesday afternoon. But for us here in Utah, we're looking at some gusts about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Probably will feel pretty nice with those mid 80s. Next couple of days on Futurecast, we're going to keep some storms going to our north through Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning. Same thing into Thursday night. We will see some bigger changes Saturday and Sunday here across the state. For St. George, about 90 through Friday, 80 on Saturday, mid 60s on Sunday. Chances for some showers late weekend. And for the Wasatch Front, we are about 85 tomorrow. Then we start to cool down Thursday, Friday, closer to 75 to 80. 60s start on Sunday. We'll break down our storm chances coming up in your Super 7-day forecast. Today was a repeat of yesterday. So it's 86 here in Salt Lake right now, certainly warm. 83 in Farmington and Ogden, 83 also in Provo, and about 80 degrees currently in Heber and Tooele. We look at the bigger picture here across the state. A lot of us are in the 80s right now, mid 70s for Evanston. High pressure, our story here across Utah. We've got a series of storms impacting the region, mainly to our north, heading into the next couple of days, and then eventually here in Utah as we get closer to the weekend. But hour by hour forecast tomorrow at 7 a.m., about 50 to 60 degrees here along the Wasatch Front as you wake up. Temperatures then rising tomorrow again into the mid 80s. So it's going to be another warm day, a little bit of a breeze, more sunshine, more moderate air. So just like today, essentially, for tomorrow's forecast. Then we're going to see some additional clouds starting to move in this weekend, along with an increased chance for some showers and thunderstorms here across the Intermountain West. Saturday, Sunday especially, even lingering into Monday, and then we'll start to see some relief, and our temperatures are going to be quite cool Sunday into next week. So how does that break down precipitation wise? For the Ogden area, we're looking on Saturday at some widely scattered storms. First half of the weekend, pretty much good. A little bit cooler on Sunday for Wednesday and Thursday with voluntary action for Salt Lake County. St. George temps around 90 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You'll want to slice off 10 degrees Saturday, a high of 80, mid 60s on Sunday with that chance for some showers later in the weekend. For the Wasatch Front, 85 for tomorrow. Then we're going to be a little bit cooler Thursday, Friday, mid to upper 70s. And then Sunday into next week, we're looking beginning part of the weekend as we break down our storm chances here in Salt Lake City. We are going to see those chances starting to elevate Saturday through Monday. So after our 7-day forecast, we're going to keep you in the 60s next week, and then temperatures will likely remain below average throughout week 2, October 4th through 10th.